Hey everyone, my name's HarryAtomic, and in this week's Community Day video, we're going to be talking about the Xbox Series X, and namely the fact that they said there's going to be no exclusives on it within the first year. Anyways, stick around to see what everybody had to say. Now before we get started in this video, I want to say to everyone, if you like videos like this and you want to see more Xbox Series X discussion videos, then please consider subscribing to the channel. I try to put out as many different Xbox videos as I can, so if you're a big fan of Xbox, then I believe this channel is going to be for you. Anyways, as we do every week on this channel, I posted a poll to the community tab and asked you guys a question so that we can get some feedback as to what everybody's thinking on like the current Xbox news that's out there at the moment. So the question that I asked everyone this week was, what do you think of the fact that the Xbox Series X will have no first party exclusives in its first year? Now usually with the polls that we post for Community Day, we get a nice balance of what people think. It's usually like nice and spread out across the board. My goodness, 60% of people thought this was a horrible idea, with 24% of people thinking it was a great idea. Now this poll was really divisive, and by diving down into the comments and reading what everybody had to say, you can really see why. So the first comment that we're going to check out this week comes from Nick Tubby, who said, "It's a great idea that benefits everyone and has no downsides. People that think it's a bad idea must not understand how it works. Most games at the start of the generation are developed for multiple consoles anyway. Developers and publishers aren't stupid. The PS4 and Xbox One have probably sold 150 million units between them. The PS5 and Series X might sell 10 or 20 million in the first year. Making games exclusively for the next generation isn't a good business move when there's 100 million more customers you can reach by developing for both. Any next gen console exclusive will also likely come to PC, just like Godfall." Now, there's a lot of good points raised on here. I also think that any game that's coming out for the Series X will also come out for PC. Microsoft have pretty much thrown their weight behind Game Pass for PC, and they're trying to get as many games onto the Windows platform as they can and give people that like all-in-one, one everywhere experience. So yeah, I think you're completely on the mark with this one. It is true that developing games for the largest market is gonna net you probably the most customers. However, sometimes that's not the reason why that people make exclusives. Sometimes Microsoft themselves, or Sony for PlayStation, or Nintendo will pay big money in incentives for developers to actually go and make games for that system. Like for example, if Uncharted came out on all consoles, it would sell more than it did if it just came out on PlayStation. So to make up for that shortfall, Sony are paying money to Naughty Dog to actually make up the difference, so to speak. So I think it might be a bit more complicated than just having like a larger audience. I don't really think it's a case of the developers saying that they're not making exclusives. I think it's more a case of Microsoft saying that they're not paying for any exclusives. But either way, it's definitely true. Making your game available to more people, especially with such a difference in market share than the Series X will have in year one and the Xbox One has so far, I think it's a good idea, at least for now, if you're a developer, to try and push to make your game for both systems. Anyways, moving on to the next comment. Advitech said, "It's a good idea, but the way they're wording it is terrible. People are going to think that there's no Xbox exclusives when what it actually means is that the Series X exclusives will also be on Xbox One." I included this one because this was a point that I was going to make as well. I don't think it's that there's going to be no Xbox exclusives, like it's not going to be like Halo coming to Switch or something. I think it's more a case of if it comes out on the Xbox Series X, it'll probably also be out on Xbox One and PC in order to leverage like a larger install base. Now the other thing as well is that Microsoft trailed behind Sony a lot in this generation, which means that ultimately there's a lot more PlayStations out there than Xboxes. So by including your previous generation in your current generation of platforms, you're pretty much kind of artificially inflating your numbers a wee bit. So it'll mean that games will sell way more units than there are Series X's out there, if that makes sense. So either way, even if the Xbox exclusive games don't come to Xbox One, I think it's safe to say that they'll be coming to PC along with Microsoft's other games that they've put out in the past. Anyways, on to the last comment that we're going to check out this week. Rollercore said, "Exclusive games are what sell a system. Most consumers go for the cheapest route. Not everyone is looking to upgrade during the first year, so why upgrade if you can play the same game elsewhere? If Sony have exclusive games, people will go to them and will more than likely stay." Now before we analyze that comment, make sure to check out Rollercore's channel as well. It's absolutely brilliant. His PlayStation 2 collection is just mwah! Even though I'm an Xbox fan, I can appreciate a good PlayStation collection. Anyways, as you were saying, Sony are pretty much gonna have exclusives for PS5, and ultimately that's just the nature of business. Having an exclusive product will pull people over to your platform. I mean, look at the Epic Store. A lot of people hate on the Epic Store. It's like a meme to say how bad the Epic Game Store is on PC, but they clasped a pretty massive market share by just buying exclusives. Ultimately, it meant that while people may have not liked the Epic Store, they still went over and spent their money there, and what you say with your mouth is unfortunately not as strong as what you spend your money on. People will say that they hate the Epic Store and they'll go ahead and they'll meme on it really hard, but then people will also spend their money on there. So I think that exclusives definitely have more weight than people give them credit for. And I think Microsoft saying that they're not going to bring any first party exclusives to the Series X, for me there has to be another reason in there. I think that just like you, they know that Sony are going to be bringing out exclusives. They know that people are going to be staying with Sony who are coming from PS4 or maybe going over from the Xbox side to try out the new console. So I think that maybe Microsoft have something else up their sleeve. Who knows? It'll be interesting to keep an eye on anyway. Anyways, my take on this. The fact that there's no first party exclusives is a bit of a letdown for me. One of the cool things about getting a brand new system is being able to play brand new games that you've never been able to play before. Like whenever I got my Xbox 360 and I managed to pick up Halo 3 and Gears of War, it wouldn't have been the same feeling if I was able to play those games on the original Xbox as well. Now luckily being able to play them on PC is something that's really cool. I mean, I like the fact you can play it on PC because PC graphically for the most part is probably going to be better than consoles, but new consoles and new games are, I don't know, there's just a certain magic there that I think might get lost if there's no exclusives. Now as well as that, one caveat that I will add on is that they said they're bringing out no first party exclusives. Potentially I think Microsoft may get some third party exclusives, who knows, like maybe Rare will make an exclusive game for the Series X. Now with nothing announced so far, there's no telling, but definitely this is something that I'm going to be keeping an eye on, and who knows, maybe we'll do some future Series X community days on exclusives. Anyways, thanks to everybody who voted in the poll, and thanks to everybody who commented down below. It seems that more and more people are getting involved in these weekly community day polls, and I absolutely love doing them. It gives me a wee chance to like make a video that I can just see exactly what you guys think, and we can all have like a bit of a discussion. It's really cool. It's something that I'm definitely going to just constantly keep doing on the channel. Anyways, if you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe and follow me on Twitter, and I've started using Instagram. I've started doing like nice pictures of like games that were released on this day years ago and like 360 stuff. I'm trying my best. We'll see how it goes, but make sure to give me a follow and tell me what you think. Anyways, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.